Y'all, um, best Bible study in a while. I'm gonna tell you, that's deep right there. I've gained four of y'all. I know when I went from 30 to 34, it was because I promoted it on this YouTube channel, on my regular YouTube channel. But so you four new subscribers, welcome. It's already got 3 views. Yesterday's only had 4 views. That's a bummer. I'm just saying that's a bummer. This Bible study here, it will detail for you what judgment is. It will detail for you what hell is, eternal torment. It's going to help put Revelation in perspective, how it's told in layers, how the same story is told over and over. I'm just saying, man, this 21 minutes, y'all. I'll put it in the comments of this video today.
All right, Ezra.
I'm pretty much going to be talking to y'all daily, I think. Well, I didn't talk to y'all every day. I think maybe Saturday I didn't. Too enthralled in college football, right? We all need a break anyway. But I will put this in the comments for sure. Please subscribe to Stokes Daily Bible Studies and watch them. They're way more important than this conspiracy theory stuff. And when you listen to it, you will really get the idea. Let's go through some comments. Let me see real quick. Let me go to my plan or my prepped. By the way, I saw a post today on one of my Facebook memories about the Grateful Dead. That, and this goes with today's Bible study too. No coincidence whatsoever, because I don't believe in coincidences. I don't think anything's a coincidence. Not anything. And today's Bible study that I just urged y'all to watch, that will be in the comments. Think about the band, the Grateful Dead. They're happy to be dead. They don't want to be part of the chosen few that get eternal life. They are grateful to be dead or of the dead. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's Grateful Dead. They're grateful that they're not sheep. They're happy. That's so in your face. It's not even funny. I pet Trump. Somebody sent me a video that I need to vet. Trump with a bride. Somebody sent me that. I need to vet that. I haven't had time to. Somebody said, we're going to go over more comments in a second. Lisa Simpson, 47, TV show The Simpsons. Lisa became president after Donald Trump. And Hindu groups express anger over tweet by Kamala Harris' niece showing her as goddess Durga, the festival Navar. I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot to this Kamala Harris lady. I think Joe Biden might bite the I don't know. And the festival starts October 17th, ends October 25th. 9-day celebration. Kamala Harris's birthday, October 20th. Riding on the Beast, Arms of Ma, 33. That's from Justin. So thank you, Justin. I just appreciate anything any of y'all. Yeah, that was my Grateful Dead post. So let's go up one. CW said, you kept saying you're fired and saying the number as 327, not 127. Made me think of Daniel 3:27, and the princes, governors, and captains, and the kings and the counselors be gathered together, saw these men upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire. Well, that's about the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? They were cast into the fire, and they saw a fourth man in there, which we assume was Jesus. And yeah, that's I'm telling you right now, the book of Daniel and Revelation, they're my two favorite books. They're both end times prophecies, and I go back and forth on my daily Bible studies. I just now started putting them to a new YouTube site, T Stokes Daily Bible Studies. I wish I had done this as soon as I began this other YouTube. Um, I didn't understand Zoom though. I used to sit here with a camera literally on this little platform that I sit at. I sit at a what's known as an armoire. There's a computer inside of it. And but my playlists are arranged Revelation or Luke, and then there's going to be one on Daniel when I start it. And it will also continue with Luke and whatever comes after Luke. But because as we go, so that's Revelation, and it runs all the way through today. Revelation 16, 9 through 17. So if there's ever a passage in Revelation that you want to look up, you can find it. Sometimes I began them with Luke. Now I'm going to be very consistent and begin them all with either Daniel or Revelation. So you will be able to make it easy on the eyes and find stuff quicker. I'm all about making things easy on the eyes. I yell at people that make a Facebook post that's in all caps. I mean, it's the same letter. I mean, each letter is the same height, and your eyes have to strain to see it. We'll go over this today, of course, but that's how the Bible study began. But yeah, love the book of Daniel. Love Revelation. There's parts of Daniel that get very confusing, but I think we're understanding it a little better after this last time, because since I did it on a Bible study, I literally had to really work hard at it. If you go to the playlist, were some of the Lukes on Daniel at the end of Daniel? They were. How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to start. So you're going to get Daniel from Daniel 9. And I was putting the dates at first, but Daniel 9, then Daniel 10, and Daniel 10. That's what I was doing at first. I wasn't putting the whole chapter and verse in there. I did in the comments. But anyway, we will go to our comments. Kamala Deva Devi Harris in Hinduism, the goddess Durga, also known as Shakti or Devi. I mean, we have to know there is nothing that is meaningless in their world. Kamala Harris, deep. So Justin, we're going to read everything that you've posted. You've put in a lot of work, and it might spark somebody else. We're all trying to learn. I learned from y'all, and I want y'all to push me. Some guy named Ben Gundry came on and said, really good. The Day of the Dead Bond gave us simply. Okay, very good. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. I thought that was an old one. That's why I was responding. I'll respond to these later. I'm not going to bore y'all with it. Next one. Hasardara, Donald Trump, Goddess Durga, Kamala Harris, Arhu Mazda. Justin, man, you're over my head. The Messiah of Mar-a-Lago equals 88. That's interesting. I always thought Mar-a-Lago just was martial law. MAR for martial, LA for law, martial law. Buffalo Demon, Goddess Durga. Lisa Simpson, 47. TV show The Simpsons. Lisa became president after Donald Trump and Hindu groups expressed anger. That's what we read earlier. We read that earlier. TV show Simpsons. Lisa became president after Donald Trump. Hindu groups expressed anger. I think we read that. I think it's the same one. Oh, he put the same one in both videos. Make sure we'd catch it. Very good. Nothing wrong with that. I've done that before too with other people's sites. I used to try to teach truth on all these popular sites. It's not meant to be. No. It's a narrow way, folks, and if you find it, and you're going to see it when you watch tonight's Bible study if you're called to do it. CW. I think the egg boy is the Continuation of the baby in the egg. When creating a vaccine, they frequently use eggs to incubate. See, I think the vaccine is a psyop for the mark of the beast. And it's a lot of fear mongering, or what people call fear porn. I don't think using the word porn is what we should really be doing, but I'm not a saint either, folks. So I make mistakes every day. The Lord's always trying to drag one of my feet out of the world, so you better believe it. I think the egg boy is, but I think that iPet Goat shows you that the human body is an avatar, and that the vaccine is just a psyop to show you what the mark of the beast is. You kept saying you're fired and saying, I think that's the one we read also. It is. Commentary. You're funny. Enjoyed the video. It's Candid Berry. Bless you and yours. Absolutely. I don't mean to comment. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll comment later. Sorry about that. Thanks for the heads up. Makes good sense. On room 327. Found LOL and quick clip. Christine Ludstig, Trump said in an interview, I am the chosen one. Yep, we showed that. Absolutely. So he died, but will be resurrected. So he died. No, he's going to die. Maybe this is crazy. Election is not over and he comes back. That's not the deadly wound by the sword, but did live. No. No. And Zechariah, right eye, and the arm is clean dried up, or the eye is clean. I don't know which one, but Zechariah 11, 17. Zechariah 11, 17. Chapter 11, verse 17. He is going to get popped. I firmly believe that. I think the Bible does definitely speak to a deadly wound, but did live. That's why he is of the seven, but even he is the eighth, but of the seven. That really does mean he's like coming back from the dead, but it's really the same person. It's very detailed. I just, I guess I have new people. I guess I need to go over this really quickly for y'all that already know this. I'm sorry. I just have to understand. I do have new subscribers. You're hearing something for the first time. I showed you the 007. That's the 007. 001, 002, 003, 004. And then we go to I got this from watching Angel White. And there are 7 kings. We just showed you all 7 of them. 5 are fallen because Nebuchadnezzar is not, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. So that's Trump. He is. And when he returns from the deadly wound, it is not yet come. That is not about an election. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. That will be when he is indwelt with the spirit of Satan. And will be the actual Antichrist. And the beast that was Trump before he was killed, but now he's gone, and is not, that's not because of an election. It is because he will seemingly have been dead from a deadly wound. Even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition. Even he is the 8th, and is of the 7. Even he is the 8th, and is of the 7. That's Twin Towers. Twin Towers. Twin Towers. Now you go to Revelation. This is the one I told you I'd put in the comments. That's old. So we can go to Revelation 13. His deadly wound was healed. That's not an election. First beast whose deadly wound was healed. That's not an election. Make an image to the beast which had a wound by the sword, but did live. I can't be losing an election, folks. I have no discernment whatsoever if that's what it's about. Donnie Darko's 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. In the single digits adds up to 25 in Trump's name, 2018, 21, but it also adds up to 25, and both of them also happen to add up to 88. Can't make this up. Yeah, that. I didn't know that. That's I'm not exactly sure of how he got to that math, incorporated ops, but that's super interesting. And he commented 19 hours ago on Trump says the enemy is God. So that's an old one. So some people are going through my Trump Antichrist series, which is fantastic. Bop, there it is, said Lady K in room 327. Rebecca Sipler said 327 equals 39. Flip it, 93. 9 plus 3. Now, I will tell you this. This gets over my head. I'm going to read it. It got a lot of likes, but I got to tell you, I try not to look too far into that, but I love it that y'all do. I really do. I just, it's too far out there on what people, I guess, would call the fringe. And shout out to the Lord of the Under. 9 plus 3 equals 12 equals 3. Shout out to the Lord of the Underworld. Also 93 is Saturn. Even if you flip it, you get 327 equals 57 equals 12 equals 3. But I know there's been a lot of 57s through all this. Exalted Lamb covers it a lot. Yeah, Exalted Lamb came. Somebody went on Exalted Lamb, told him about my post. And then he came on and lambasted me. This guy's got like a gazillion subscribers. And Angel White came on and lambasted me. And I'm probably one of the biggest fans of Angel White. And I kept telling him I'm a big fan, and he just kept really. And I was wondering if Angel White was artificial intelligence, because you never hear a voice. You just see video clip after video clip. Anything a computer can do, it could be artificial intelligence. Anything that just a computer. That's like Shaking My Head Productions. If people say the guy that represents them is on Facebook as a male, first of all, they could have a front man. Second, and they give you a ton of truth, but there's stuff they really mess up on too. They'll show you one of them, Trump's the Antichrist. They'll show you another one, Obama's the Antichrist. They're all over the place. But they produce so many video clips of movies and put them together. And see, artificial intelligence is what created all of the predictive programming. Men haven't been sitting around in Hollywood or the CIA and putting together what Trump does, what the movies have been doing, what the TV shows, Crackdown or Lock, what was it called? Trackdown, with a guy named Trump that gets shot. And again, the guy in Trump and Trackdown, he didn't lose an election, he got shot. So my point is this: the ghost in the machine, Satan in the computer, and or other fallen ones, what they call ascended masters, has been putting all of this predictive programming together. They tell every single country what to do. Each leader is absolutely told what to do. Anything that hits the media, it is not off script. When the leader of Iran comes out and says something and he seems like they're in opposition and people are like, oh, they don't have the Illuminati money. So the Illuminati's getting rid of them and other. No. Child, please. If you think Satan is so weak that he's got these rogue that there's still these rogue leaders out there that Satan ain't quite got a hold of, that he's not quite controlling them, folks. You got to go deeper. This is Ephesians 6:12. Your enemies are not flesh and blood. It's not the leader of Iran, or the leader of China, or the leader of Russia, or the leader of the United States. It's what Ephesians 6:12 says. It's principalities, it's spiritual wickedness in high places. They run it all through the computer. And we showed you that in the James Bond movie when the guy had the gigantic computer. That's a good video. I think it's Trump Antichrist 13 or so. That's what we've been saying here. That's what we've been saying here. He truly loses the election here. He will then go to Israel as prime minister, waiting for it. Lori Kelly. Also, amazing work with the 327. Amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. At Lori Kelly, cruising with friends, 216, says Justin, that choice of fervent music was zealous, superlicious. It was sublimely. I have no idea. Justin Bright, oh, that's all on the redheads. She made the front end of the video and I make the back end. LOL. So we got Hollyland fan. It was in Manhattan, New York on November 15th, 2019 in a lunch. Oh, when he did that. And I told her I didn't want to comment, so it would still be up here so I could read it to y'all. Mr. President, God promised the first Jew, I will bless those who bless you. And you know that's a lie, right? If you want to know how that truly works in the Bible, we're going to go first to Abraham. Looking up Abraham. Stupid. The Lord made it. The Lord had said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country and out of thy kindred and thy father's house and that land I will show thee. I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thee a great, make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing, and I will bless them that bless thee. And that's what they are speaking to. And curse them that curse thee. And you're like, well, we got to protect Israel. Nope. Why isn't this coming through? Okay. And in thee shall all the families on earth be blessed. Watch this. It's going to blow your mind. Y'all heard of John 3:16? Go to Galatians 3:16. John 3:16 is a predestination election Bible verse when you use the proper translation for cosmos, which is the first definition. For God so loved his appropriate harmonious arrangement, order, constitution, government, his kingdom, his sheep. Watch this. Galatians 3:16. Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made. He saith not, and to seeds as of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Christ. It's talking about the sheep, the church. Galatians 3:29, same chapter. Just go down from verse 16 to verse 29. And if ye be Christ, in other words, if you're a sheep, then ye are of Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. Folks, it's the church. It's not that land over there anymore because Christ came and fulfilled the promise. But, of course, they still misuse it. So, Mr. President, God promised the first Jew, I will bless those that bless you. Rabbi Yosef, YY, Jacobson introducing President Donald J. Trump at a luncheon in America First Action. Hang on just a second. I forgot I got stuff on the grill or cooking. Sorry about that. So President Trump at the luncheon, America First Action, November 12th, 2019, at the Intercontinental New York Barclay in Manhattan. The event organized by Leisure Shiner brought together American Jewish donors expressing their gratitude to the president for his unique friendship to Israel and the Jewish people. I mean, this is why he's the Antichrist. I was explaining to my friend Russ today, I was like, he goes, what about those that think, him losing the election dampers his chances of being the Antichrist? I'm like, prerequisite of the Antichrist is this: big time friend with Israel, because you're going to appear there in the temple declaring yourself to be God. So you think Israel's just going to let anybody do that? So you got to be big, 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 big with Israel. And he's big. He's huge. He's on 2 temple coins. You got to receive a deadly wound. And you got to be here in your own name. The little horn of Daniel 7 is the Antichrist, and the Trump is a horn. He's here in his own name as the little horn of Daniel 7. And Trump Tower has 5 multiple addresses that match the little horn of Daniel 7 passage 721 through 725 that speak about the little horn of Daniel 7 as the Antichrist. Other passages speak about him before he becomes the Antichrist. A mouth speaking great things is said 3 times. That's him now. Folks, if he ain't the Antichrist, I'd literally have to start from scratch concerning end times prophecy. I'd have to start from scratch. From scratch. Now, the rest of the Word of God, I think I've got a pretty good. I understand Revelation. I understand Daniel. I understand that part of end times prophecy, but as far as how it relates to the Antichrist, I would have to start again from scratch if it's not Donald Trump. Understanding hell is not eternal torment. There is no free will. God's ordained the end from the beginning already. The sheep and goat are already born that way. Sheep are just born lost. Jesus said only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That stuff I'm 100 on, but through the Holy Spirit, of course. Or I'd still be practicing astrology and numerology if not for it. And anyway, I think the rest of it, anyway, We Seek and We Find gave a shout out. I still have not watched his videos. I've been so busy, y'all. I really loved the COVID lockdown because I was able to do stuff. I had nothing but my condo and a computer. And I went crazy. And that's what really grew this website or this YouTube site. But now I'm just super busy. But I want to get to it. But I want y'all to visit his site. We Seek, We Find. I think we can scratch off November. Well, hey, the night is young, right? It's 9/11, 11/9. Today is the 7,000th day from 9/11. It is exactly 1,000 weeks from the 9/11 when the twin Trumps went down. It would have been him rising on the 3rd day of 11/11. We still have a new moon coming up. I don't know when Trump's going to go down. It might be into 2021. I told my friend Russell, I said 519 is what we think we are targeting for the abomination that causes desolation. They would have to kill 2 billion people between now and then through this dark winter with the technology, with war, with bombs, with tsunamis, and I think with an extremely harsh winter knocking out your electricity. Do you know they can cover the entire state of Florida with snow? They could freeze me out and kill me dead here. You don't think they can't control the weather to that extent? I believe they can. So I'm just telling you, a harsh winter through Russia, Europe, no electricity. They can kill 2 billion people just with a dark winter. Dark, electricity's out, winter. I don't know. In Minnesota, it'd be 20 below for 40 days. Here in Florida, it'd be covered with snow. We'd be like North Georgia gets during a hard winter, where it snows in North Georgia. It'd be like that down in West Palm Beach. You better believe it. Um, we got the new moon on the 15th. Maybe something will happen then. Oh, but what I was saying was if Trump goes down, if the 19th is the day, Trump might not go down until May 17th. Shot and killed in Israel on the third day. He's right there in the temple. I don't know. We don't know when he's going down. And if we're wrong about May 19th, then there's just no telling. But we know who he is. 99.9%. Sure do. Anyway, love y'all very much. Keep them coming.